at least had to see Beauty and the Beast.
Have you been to... You know what college is like. You have more time than I do.
That is true, I do have more time.
Yes, you do.
And this thing is recording too. I'm recording the whole conversation.
Well then, world, he has more time than I do. I save lives.
She does save lives.
Not really, not yet. Working on it.
She's working on it though. She's getting
No, oh my god, we were doing CPR on the dummy. Her name was Anne.
You know how that sounded? We were doing CPR on the dummy.
On the dummy.
Why you gotta insult someone like that?
Because it's a fake thing. It's a dummy.
But you were saying you're like a dummy as someone who has no intelligence.
No, it wasn't a stupid person. Although we've seen plenty of those on our calls. Some of them were really nice. Some of them really... There was this one guy who needed a hospital and a psych ward. Oh, Chuck.
She's in the life-saving business, guys. Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here again. Why you always laugh when I start? What the heck? This is the second video. Oh god, okay.
It's not stage fright. It's
We're gonna skip the intro. We're just gonna start talking about it, man. If you're here, chances are you already saw the last video, so you know who she is.
Hi.
Yeah. Go ahead. Spoil away.
Oh my god. This woman and her hair. That was interesting. But you know. Oh, no bad words?
No bad words. 0.
No, that's a bad word too. No, don't go, no.
I'll start. This girl, right? First of all, when she walked in on the screen, man, and you see my boy Dom, just minding his business, man, walking on the street, had some groceries in his hand.
He was trying to be a good person.
Yeah.
And it was rose. It was a rose and a loaf of bread.
Yeah, he was just trying.
It was gonna be date night.
Dom was doing his thing, you know what I mean? He just embarrassed that Cuban dude, you know.
You know, cause him and Letty were on their honeymoon,
man.
So it was gonna be all cute, and then
this girl, this insert explicit word here, girl. She just came out of nowhere.
Make the brackets really long for that insert expletive here, because I have a bunch.
You gotta watch. Watch her mouth. But this girl, when she walked in, man, since the trailers, I already knew she was gonna be annoying.
I haven't seen the trailers yet.
Well, that's why you weren't as annoyed. Well, you probably was even more annoyed than me.
No, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
If we met in person, there would be.
She had the nerve. She had the nerve to tell Dom how's your honeymoon. And
I don't know. You just got here. It's not that great anymore.
Exactly. Like, where you come from? Why are you telling me this kind of stuff? He didn't even need to stop.
Crazy woman.
You know?
But she lured him in. That was really because you know he was gonna stop. Mm-hmm. That was good planning on her part.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't stop because she was a girl. He just stopped because he wanted to help her with her car.
No, because girls can figure out their cars. I can.
I mean.
Yep.
You know, but there's that. And then, look, first of all, let's just talk about, I know we're going to go all over the place, man. The best part of this movie, who is your favorite character in this entire movie? The baby?
The baby!
Well.
He was so cute.
My favorite character throughout all the entire throughout the entire franchise, my favorite character will forever and always will be Roman Pierce.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
You gotta love Tyrese Gibson. Tyrese Gibson was look.
He was the comic relief I was talking about.
Yeah,
Thank God for him.
Everybody was funny, but he was just
extra. But in a good way.
If you remember the Fast and Furious 6 scene where everyone is falling out of the plane and he, leaving the plane, the parachuting with the cars coming out the plane, it was crazy.
I believe it.
Coming out the plane, he didn't want to. He's like, guys, man, I'm gonna just have to, let y'all go on this one, man. And then they forced him out the plane. Think about how funny that was. Take that and put it on so many other levels, man. This guy was just 10 times more funnier in this film alone. He had a lot of great moments, a lot of funny moments, and the parts that were really intense when he came in and said certain things, it made it a lot more funnier, man. It's just such a fun movie. He was great. The Rock's character was great. Oh my god,
I love The Rock. When they were chanting with the soccer team, I was so proud.
Yeah, the haka. They were doing
awesome.
They were doing a haka. That was very, very cool, man. The because
I love the Hawaiian people.
The Hawaii, yeah.
Polynesians.
Samoan or Polynesian.
Por qué no los dos?
Man. He's good.
He's awesome.
He's awesome, man. Look, Hobbs is such a great character. And one of the things I liked too about this movie was that how they were able to honor Paul Walker's character.
I love him.
Without actually, because they continued from where they left off in Fast 7, where him and Mia go off and, start a life and...
They have a baby too.
Have a baby, and then they have another baby, and blah, 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 blah. And they mention him in the movie in a way, it's like, oh, Brian would know what to do. It's like, no.
Can I spoil it?
You can spoil it. It's a spoiler review,
Good,
man.
because they named the baby Brian.
Oh my God, they named the baby Brian.
They named the baby Brian.
That was such a touching moment, man.
Proud.
And
then they said Grace, and it was like just perfect.
that's normally how they always end the movies.
I
too.
know, but
with the whole
this was
Grace
extra
scene.
perfect. But there was a baby this time.
Yeah, I like how the way they set it up. With setting up for another movie by leaving the villain alive.
Yeah, so they're definitely gonna make a 9.
Oh, yeah,
They've got
definitely
to,
making
because
a 9.
I want this girl gone. I want her buried repeatedly.
Look, man, I
Lots of
never
dirt.
wanted so much. I'm not for murder in real life.
Damn.
Oh my. She's saying all of this, man. Look, you see me?
It depends on the person. I mean, I'm not gonna. I didn't plan on killing you. I'm just homicidal towards others.
I didn't even say me. What? I didn't even say.
Then what's with the pillow?
I'm just trying to let people
He's
know
gonna take a step to the side. 'cause
who are
he's worried.
watching that. I got like no association with her. I'm just gonna leave. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, nah, for real. I mean, they did a great job. I mean, that woman though, she needed to go, man.
Oh my God.
She needed to go.
She has got.
She needed to go. You see, the thing is, right? She's not a villain you liked. In Fast and Furious 7,
Deckard didn't even like
Deckard
her.
was a villain you liked. He was you wanted him down, but he was a villain you liked.
You respected him.
You respected him. Her,
I do not
zero
respect her.
respect for her. And I just
Really
wanted
wish
her
her
to go,
parachute
man.
failed. I'll put it that way.
Oh, for real. I mean,
I mean, I like her in like other things, but
yeah. But in this movie, she was just all over the place.
I didn't hate her because she was bad at the acting. No, she was really good in it. Her character just made me really angry.
What do you think about how all the stunts so far, man, with everything with the car in New York?
In New York, oh my God, I was like, I've never seen so many New Yorkers not driving their cars. It was great.
Right? It was.
Stay out of the left lane on the parkway.
The amount of things that they did in this thing, man.
When they started falling out of the parking garage, she literally said, "Make it rain."
Make it rain.
And they all came sliding out of the parking garage, and I was like, "Whoa."
The only thing for me that I didn't really like, and I was talking to her about it, about the whole concept, is that she was kind of like hacking into the cars. Everything. But she was hacking into modern cars. She can hack a submarine, but she couldn't hack the car that they were going after. That's the only thing that I was upset about.
You know what? Because that's a not presidential, because he wasn't the president. He was the Russian, whatever he was, high governmental thing.
Yeah.
And he had the nuclear codes. So the only thing I can figure is that they've got not cell phone jammers, but they've got anything that'll jam the signal, and you can't get into it, or they just don't have anything that allows for electronic.
Well, that's true. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a point with that. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah,
I was
it's
just
gotta
thinking about it
because
but she's a high class hacker. She can hack into all government agencies. So why can't she get in there?
That wasn't a government agency. That was a government car.
But if she can hack into an agency, she can hack into a car.
But they probably just didn't have. It was a technology free car.
No, that was the only thing that kind of upset me. That didn't make any sense to me.
There's a reason though.
I mean, I understand why they did it, but I just didn't like it. Like, they could have done so much better with that. Oh, when they killed Elena! When they killed her!
Oh my God!
When they killed her, oh my.
And she was holding, and the baby was right there.
I kind of had a feeling that they were gonna kill her though.
Yeah, no, because
that was gonna be a hard explanation.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were going to just execution style. I thought it was gonna be
in a noble way.
They're falling out of a plane, or something's crashing, something's exploding, and she's just like, "Goodbye, Dom," and just goes away.
Yeah, and sacrifices herself for something like that.
Not crazy leprechaun-looking dude goes pop pop, and then he's dead.
Boom boom. Yeah. Oh man, that was the hard. I knew what they were gonna do it. I had a feeling they were gonna do it.
He drove me nuts.
When he walked up and then Dom was like, "Move," and he just approached him. I was like, "Dom, can you just drop him, please?"
Yeah.
please,
Like-
can you drop this guy? Because
No, and I was a little annoyed. I mean, I totally get why. But they didn't show us when he was looking at the phone in the beginning.
yeah, they didn't show you what it
show
was.
us what it was, but then, you know, it all made sense when we finally figured out what it was.
After you watch it, you kind of figured out why,
You're like,
what was going on.
"Oh, yeah, the submarine." I have never been so frustrated to see a propeller start turning and then stop and then start and then stop.
That last action sequence, man.
When the submarine came up out of the ice because they were in Russia and it was very cold, and that was also really funny.
Yeah, it was. And that's the thing with Roman, man. Roman was just throwing so much jokes.
He was not made for the
he
cold.
had to pee, and he couldn't recognize himself.
Good lord.
I was like, that's perfect, man. I enjoyed the living
cold
mess
is
out
not
of this
for
movie,
him.
man. He said, I come from a different type of background. This guy was just killing me,
bit.
man. Even
I think
when
Scott
he was being
Eastwood
shot,
was probably a little bit more
I mean, like,
not as cold.
even when he was being shot at, the whole truck was being shot at, he was just making jokes the entire time.
I know.
When The Rock came in, The Rock was driving, he's like, I think I need to switch to another car.
And The Rock was like, nope.
Nope,
Like,
no,
we're
we're
doing
staying
this.
here. We're staying in this car.
And then when Dom flew with the car in the mountain and he came down, and then when the car because it clipped, you see they sent a heat-seeking missile and he let it away from the team, and then
Super heroic.
He turned really quickly and flew over the submarine, so the missile hit the submarine, but he clipped the driver's side back tires, and that's what made him spin. And so then he falls,
Oh, man.
but then you see him roll out of the car, and all you see is this huge fireball coming at him, and then every single one of the team just surrounds him with their cars
And protects him like a shield. That they really sealed the whole family aspect
no
of
the whole
this, man.
it was a ring. It was
like a ring, yeah. Like he just came around him and blocked him like a shield or a ring or whatever, and saved his life, man. And the way how he orchestrated everything, this is the most really genius how he did approaching
did not
Deckard's
even
mom.
realize
Because I realized he stole a
I mean,
piece of the god's eye. That's what I realized he did.
I had a feeling she had something to do with Deckard because they all have British accents.
Yeah.
But I didn't catch the whole tractor thing in the cross.
What made me I didn't catch that, but what made me knew it was his mom was when he gave the story of his son saying that I saw my son in a thing, and she was like, I can do the same for you, let you see your son. I was like, wait a minute, she's British. The only other son he would know, unless they never introduced it to the viewers, was Deckard and Owen Shaw. His brother Owen Shaw was just played by Luke Evans, and that was so cool because Owen Shaw was a son of a gun in the sixth movie.
I appreciate him so much now.
Oh my gosh, he was the villain. I mean, he didn't have too much screen time as a villain, but he was intimidating, and he can
Jeremy
kick butt,
Renner
man.
in the Avengers.
Yeah, Owen Shaw got Hawkeye.
Yeah.
She hates that.
There
term.
needs to be more Jeremy Renner in everything.
Oh man, he's an okay. He's
But
okay.
yes. But
He's
Jason
okay.
Statham was
Statham was
phenomenal.
perfect. Him and The Rock's chemistry on the screen
Oh
was
my
just
god, I love
perfect.
him. No, when The Rock thought he was dead and then he punched
it.
the wall, and
I was like, oh,
that's how I feel.
yeah,
And then I was like, you do care.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was like they developed a love-hate bromance at that point. It was like that's
Long
just like
live the bromance.
Yeah, it's like he just became a real good friend.
They respected each other now.
Yeah,
they
respected
hated each other, especially when they were in prison. I did not know Jason Statham was a freaking acrobat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, she didn't get a chance to see the 7th one yet, but
mainly because I don't feel like crying.
you will.
I know.
I was afraid to rewatch it, and the last
Did you cry?
Not even lying, I had a little tear.
I'd be like,
I kind of, have you ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
yes.
You know that
guy-
little black
yes,
black
and he
guy, and he sucks it back up. That's pretty much that was me yesterday when I was rewatching the whole franchise. I was like, get back in there.
See, this is what I mean about you have way more time than me. I was trapped in Barnes & Noble, but that's because I worked there.
Some of the great action sequences ever from this film, from this whole time franchise. The submarine, the tank.
She
The
literally.
tank?
Oh my god, the tank. The tank.
Yeah.
He walked in and he was like, I'm gonna take the tank. And then, Scott Eastwood, little nobody, was all like, no, you can't use the tank. You can have any car.
Since you mentioned
Not
Little
tank.
Nobody, I totally forgot. everything about Kurt Russell's character. He was the entire movie. His entire movie, he was just straight up chilling this entire movie.
Yeah.
He was like,
I love how he named the thing Nowhere, the little bass.
Yeah, because his name is Nobody, and he named it Nowhere.
And then
it was great.
What were they calling Scott Eastwood's character before they deemed him Little Nobody?
They called him a whole bunch of stuff.
They did.
They disrespected his whole life. Roman.
It was great.
Oh my god! And let's not forget The Rock pushing him up against the wall, breaking through those handcuffs. Oh my god! The dude was like, ching! Yeah. Look, they make The Rock so overpowered in these movies, man.
I really think he could do that.
I don't doubt it. I mean, the dude pulled off a piece of concrete, the concrete bench,
this big cement thing,
this big cement off the
out of a
in
wall.
The cellar. And just started.
That was not the cellar. That was the cell.
The cell. The cellar. The cell. The prison cell, and just started lifting, bicep curling the mess out of that concrete block.
Meanwhile, like Decker was looking at him like, "I'm gonna beat you," and we're all like, "Nope."
Man, look, man, they're such a great casting choice, man. Jason Statham, you can't go.
Oh my god, I love him.
You can't go wrong with him as an actor. He will always entertain you. He's one of the best. Like, they can make him look. He would look. That's the thing about him. He doesn't look so intimidating, but they make him look really intimidating.
No, and the really funny thing also with their like little bromance thing was like him talking about Britain and then The Rock being like, "Yo, I'm American." And those classic insults that go back and forth.
Yeah,
that, like,
you're rewriting history again. Oh man, the insults that they had with each other were great. Like I said, Roman to me was just one of the biggest highlights of this movie, man. He was just, being regular Roman, just trying to, do one of the Lamborghini, and he was driving the ice.
Literally, they brought out the Lamborghini, and I'm like, he's gonna want that.
He's gonna want that one, yeah. He's like, why are they shooting at me?
He's like, because you're driving an orange Lamborghini down. Like,
the thing about him and Tej's relationship since the second movie, Too Fast, Too Furious, when Roman first meets Tej. They were like that since this is the first movie.
They're hilarious.
Like they were just so great. What I like too, they brought back those two Spanish guys. I don't know if you know them, but the two Spanish guys from Fast 5. Because I was wondering where they were, and then you found out that they were in the whole mix-up, and they helped bring Dom in they're always insulting each other. So I love to see that. Oh, they're back. Yes, I thought they got rid of them, but they brought them back. So it's definitely really cool to see that, man. It was great.
Oh my god, I loved it. I loved it so much.
I love this movie, man. I definitely want to go watch it again sometime this weekend.
The submarine coming up through the ice, that was like, I really hated Cypher, but that was really smart.
It was pretty cool.
The submarine was like...
She was running out of options.
She was, and then all of a sudden she's like, wait a minute, like in her head, and she's like, oh, I can fix this.
I can
and she
use
literally
this as
directs
the
the
bomb,
submarine to surface, but at an angle, instead of just like...
It was so visually pleasing, man.
It was.
It was great. Since the fifth movie, they really started upping up the ante on these films.
And it just shows you don't necessarily need gore to make an action movie.
You don't.
I like
even though it was really highly suggestive, when Jason Statham was just bodying everybody on the plane, and he had the baby, and he was just shooting everybody. It was just so because if you saw what he did in the beginning of the first movie, the dude destroying the whole entire hospital, a SWAT team, the army, and everybody just because his brother Owen Shaw was in the hospital.
That's great.
And he destroyed him. He was just in the room sitting down with his suit on and everything, just talking to him. And his brother was in a coma, and he was just talking to him.
Oh, he was in a coma.
Yeah, he was in a coma because the team destroyed him in the last movie.
It's okay. He comes back.
Yeah, he comes
and he's
back.
all helpful and stuff.
And he's all helpful. Still has his burns, but he's alright.
He's
but he's good. I mean, once I saw he did that, I was like, this guy can destroy everybody. I was like, and that fight scene that they had in the seventh movie with him as The Rock, I was like, if he can hang with The Rock, he's OP. He's overpowered. And so when they recruited him on the team, I was like, this is going to be awesome. Jason Statham is going to be on the team, and he's going to start dropping bodies like it's nobody's business.
He's got some skills.
Crazy, man.
The cars.
And the cars. You saying the cars?
I love cars.
Cars are good, man.
I love cars. You have no idea. I don't like the crappy cars of today. Like souped up Hondas annoy me.
You like 1977 Dodge Challengers?
I want a 1969 Dodge Charger. A 71 Roadrunner.
You and me in the same boat. You and me in the same boat.
71 Roadrunner.
Oh, you and me in the same boat.
67 Chevy Impala.
You and me in the same boat, man.
A 68 Chevelle. A a 68 Chevelle.
She knows her cars,
I
guys.
do know my cars.
She knows her cars, man.
And in my head, I was all like, that's a Lamborghini.
Mm.
Like, the second it came on screen, I was like, oh, the Lambo.
Yeah.
And people are like, girls never know cars. I'm like,
You know, you gotta know
at
cars, man. All right, guys. So that's our little spoiler talk of the movie, man. I hope, like I said, if you guys, I hope you obviously you enjoyed this movie, man. I really hope you enjoyed it.
Go watch
it again. Because if you're watching a spoiler review, you probably already seen it, or you don't care about spoilers. Go watch it again, man.
If you're watching
it was great.
this and you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Because there's some things that we left out.
There are. It's
You
just
know,
there's so much.
There's so much to talk about. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
we could go on for days.
yeah. But it was literally to me it was a great film.
Oh, and I
One of the
kill that
best
girl.
guilty pleasure films of the year.
Yeah,
Definitely,
no, like
man.
I've never her acting was great.
Oh, she did a great job.
It was great, but I hated her.
Oh,
because
yeah.
she was evil, literally
yeah.
evil. The baby, and she was gonna kill the baby. Who kills the baby?
Who kills a baby?
Who?
Right.
Sociopaths.
Even Wolverine didn't kill the Hulk's baby in the Old Man Logan comments. Even he didn't kill him. It was crazy.
She needs
man.
to be in a psych ward, 3rd floor. Like, no pointy objects, no bed sheets to tie together, no windows.
Straight up straight jacket.
ISO with a straight jacket.
3 straight jackets.
No padded room, just cement.
Yeah.
She'd find a way to use
Not
stuffing
even
for something.
not even cement, just non-reflective metal.
No, you know it's something that like literally like or like 3 inches of steel. Like I don't know something electronics.
Titanium can work.
Like she
And
needs,
titanium alloy could work. It's pretty
yeah,
strong.
she needs to be put in just a box that they're like so. Put her in a small box and a slightly bigger box, and so she has all these boxes with cement around them, and that way, so she'll get out of her first box, but she has to still dig through 6 feet of like solid concrete, and I don't think you can do that with nails.
Yeah.
Not that I have any to. No.
Oh man. Anyways, guys, man, thank you for watching this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, man. Subscribe if you're new, man. Thank you for taking the time to watch this one.
This makes my hair really shiny. I like it.
You like it? You can buy it for me for $50.
I just quit my job. I'm
I
poor.
paid $180 for that. You can get it for $50. It's a steal.
I'm poor.
Anyways,
I don't
guys.
have $50.
Oh man, Clockmaster out. Laugh at my wolf cry.
It wasn't a bad laugh. It was a giggle.